This is the summation of 18 movies. Hello, guys.
I'm Bree.
I'm Ninja, and this is Bree Ninja Network.
And we literally just walked out of the theater.
So we got a fresh movie review for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share on Facebook. Make sure you probably see this movie.
So enthusiastic.
No, I mean, Bree. No, it's not. It's not an exciting movie. It's exciting, but it has a lot of emotions. That's my movie review.
Emotional. That is the perfect
movie with
word.
Emotional spectrum.
That is the perfect word. Like one word to describe this movie was emotional.
It takes you to a lot of places. It's a circle. It goes. There's action. There's sadness. Love. There's everything. Which is like you said, summation of 18 movies. Because it's not all just action. Maybe you call Infinity Wars, but it's some heart. It's got some tuggers. You got some heart tuggers in there too.
Yeah.
It's really wow.
So let's go through each character. Love Tony Stark. I would say Tony Stark, Chris Pratt. I can't think of his name.
Star-Lord,
and even Spider-Man. I think we're all like comedy relief.
I mean, people ask. Like, this is a long movie.
Yeah.
For y'all who didn't know, we.
Our movie started at 8. I would like to say it's 11:30 right now.
Yeah, just give y'all purpose of time.
Yeah.
It's but it's probably because like we're saying there's a lot of. They're actually she's probably forgetting there's so many heroes in this movie, and they all get their kind of their screen time. So you kind of get to see everybody, and this guy like, oh, I like I like this person. I like Tony Stark had a nice portion.
Yeah.
I mean, really everybody from the past movies had their own like even more than 2 to 5 minutes. Even like small people from Wakanda, like you know what I mean.
No, see, I would say that's the one thing I was disappointed in is it wasn't as much Black Panther Wakanda in it as I thought it would be.
The movie just came out. I don't think.
Still.
It's like you gotta. That's fresh in everyone's head, and it did very successful. You can't give them a whole big backstory on that.
Because it's so fresh in our head, we expect to like pick up from there, and it's like technically they did, but
they did pick up from there.
Not till like 2/3 of the movie was over, and it's like head into Wakanda, and then it's not much. And I'm just that made me sad.
I feel like
I wanted more T'Challa.
I feel like you feel that way because it was very, I guess, in the previews, but they spent a decent amount of time.
Exactly. He like led the movie premiere, and he literally
did exactly.
Said 5 lines in the movie.
No, I wouldn't give it that far.
He said like 5 lines in the movie.
You're not here to see this movie for T'Challa. You're here to see everything come together. Okay, that's what the movie is, and like I said, because it is a lot of people. It's a lot of cast. It's a lot of movies. I'm talking about they even got the smallest. They literally picked up even the smaller like side characters from each movie.
Galaxy was a huge part of the movie.
It really was, and they played. It's. I mean, a lot of people didn't like the second one. I think we did a review of it, and we didn't.
We liked half the movie, and then it just went left.
But they redeemed themselves in this one.
They were. I do applaud them. They were probably my favorite part of the movie.
I say it was great.
Every scene.
How they interact with the Avengers. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that they meet up with Thor. That's shown in the trailers.
Chris Pratt gives Tony Stark a run for his money.
Yeah,
Tony Stark's usually the comedian relief.
You know people are saying that they're looking for him to be like the new direction.
Chris Pratt?
Like the new face.
He really is. Like, I'll give it.
He's Chris Pratt.
He was my favorite.
Before the trailer, they showed the new trailer for Jurassic World in this thing, and it's just like you want to be a Chris Pratt fan for real.
That's a different story.
Different story.
I don't know what to say about that trailer. Anyways, side note.
Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, yes, he did play a good center role in this movie. And it was great.
Yeah. So about the movie as a whole.
Like I said, I feel like it was even the plot though. Okay, so I read the comic book stuff. Let's say just get on the geeky stuff. I read the comic book stuff prior, and I did a lot of the research, and I was trying to see, I guess, what resource material they were going to be using. And as far as that aspect, they kind of kept really close to the, they're going their own. The whole cinematic universe has been going on its own tangent, as I've been explaining to Bree. So this is no different for anyone who's thinking that it's going to be like just like the comics. It isn't. But I mean, the source material is very strong. It's a lot of fun teasers. I read the comic books, and this is not what I was expecting.
I didn't read the comic books, and this is not what I was expecting.
I'm about to quit on you. If you think this movie is predictable, like, okay, for example, in our movie review of Black Panther, we said that it had that Disney predictable flair. This movie does not.
I don't even think I tried to predict what was gonna happen.
You just kind of rolled. Like, I feel like the whole theater literally was going with the ride. It was a ride. It was a 2 hour and 45 minute ride, and we all just went with it.
Because it was like 5 stories going at once, and you don't know which story was going to bounce to next. It's like, oh, we're back at Tony. Oh, we're back at T'Challa. Oh, we're back at Steve Rogers. It's like, you don't know.
Which is similar to, what movie? No, it wasn't Justice League, but it did have a lot of set pieces and a lot of side stories. Oh, Star Wars. A lot of side stories.
Star Wars is the
Disney.
Best movie ever.
Disney, I guess it's a Disney thing when they incorporate large casts. A lot of side stories that eventually come together into one story. It seems to be the thing.
It did all come together in the end, I will say that.
But you gotta go along with the ride because you really don't know where it's this. Like I said, some Disney movies you kind of get the flow and you can see
one
it.
thing.
I mean, yeah, but that was because
you predicted the end.
Yeah,
you predicted the end.
Maybe some pieces, but as I said, comic books and
predicted a big part of the end
and other stuff. But I mean, it's not super predictable. It's a good movie.
It's not predictable.
It's a good movie.
I'm the queen of predicting. I did not predict any of it.
It is, like I said, it's a ride.
I'm still processing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but overall, I mean, we would say you have to go see this now.
You just have to go see it for yourself. I would not say it's one of the best Marvel movies. But I do think it's in like a league of its own.
It is in its thing. The summation of 18 movies, like, yo, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy that they can put a movie in a cast like that.
I would say, would you say, I mean, we watched a couple movies before this one. I don't think you have to necessarily catch up on all 18 to necessarily.
No.
You can probably watch like the third arc of the movies, which is like Iron Man 3 forward.
I don't think you have to watch Iron Man.
It was like honestly, you probably don't even watch that.
You don't have to watch Iron Man. I would say Civil War for sure, Black Panther, and
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and maybe 1 if you forgot parts of Thanos.
Guardians of the Galaxy period because like
they're a big part of it. Thanos was introduced during their he was shown on film in full during their movie, so
yeah.
Make sure you catch up.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, and Black Panther, I would say the 3 movies you should see before you go see this movie. If you haven't seen it recently already.
I would say give you the refresher. But other stuff, most stuff will come. And Doctor Strange too.
I fell asleep with Doctor Strange. It's not worth it.
You gotta, if you want the backstory of the movie, you gotta watch some parts of it.
He's a wizard. He does tricks. That's all you need to know.
He controls reality. It's really cool.
That's all you need to know.
The movies,
he controls time.
Huh?
He controls time.
No, I'm saying.
See?
He controls reality too. That's what I'm saying. He's.
I didn't see the movie on either.
Catch all parts of Doctor Strange. I will say that movie's long too, but it is a visual masterpiece. Visual masterpiece. But yeah, I hope you guys, you guys should definitely see it.
Stay to the end.
Yeah, so there's a teaser. Make sure you catch it.
A character pops up that we haven't seen in forever.
Yes, and we can say that without spoiling anything because there's lots of characters that you haven't seen in forever.
I wasn't expecting to see him again. I didn't think that.
It's gonna be great. Make sure you guys check it out as soon as you can.
Let us know what you think. And I want to do another one with spoiler.
Yeah, so a spoiler review would be
because we need to talk about this.
There's some parts of it like
we need to talk about this ending. So I'm gonna give y'all a week to go see this movie, and then we're talking about this ending.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All I will say is that is the quietest I have ever heard a theater at the end of the movie. It's like the movie went off and you didn't hear a sound.
He was on the ride
in the theater. People's faces were closed.
Like you're getting a cool car ride, you didn't know where you were going.
Awkward.
It was kind of weird. There was no claps or nothing.
1 week. I'm giving y'all 1 week.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Peace. Leave some comments below and all that fun stuff.